David said to the Philistines, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." 1 Samuel 17:45. So at this moment, you have David who's standing across the field from Goliath. And Goliath isn't your average dude. He stands about 6, 7, 8, 9. He's a giant. And he's been fighting from birth. And nobody else wants to fight him. Even King Saul, the king, who's supposed to be like the best, he was afraid to fight. He even offered David armor again and again and again. But get this, David refused it all. No matter how things seemed stacked against David, David knew that God was on his side. Here's why: because David remembered God's faithfulness. This wasn't the first time that God had shown himself faithful. I mean, the list went on and David knew that list. So when it came to Goliath, he just trusted God's faithfulness. So maybe you're not standing across the field from a giant who's been fighting from birth, but you've been thinking about a test that you have to take. Or maybe you're thinking about a team that you're trying to make. Or maybe you got in an argument with your friend and you're trying to figure out how in the world are you going to make things right. Well, here's the thing. Just like God was with David, and David knew of God's faithfulness, we can do the same thing by looking back at how God has been faithful in our lives, knowing that whenever we face something that seems like a giant, that we're not facing it on our own, that God is faithful and He's enough.